Jesus didn't die for our sins, and this is a download I've been getting for quite some time. I know it's going to ruffle a lot of people's feathers, especially depending on where you're at in your physical 3D lives. Trust and believe our souls are eternal. They really are. Still have time. We all have time. And right now, we have to stop looking at this world and what's happening on the planet and blaming everybody else. We really do. We are all part of the same source energy. We're all part of Jesus, Allah, higher power. Even if you just believe in energy or nature, I don't care. It is all the same. But here's what's not the same. This false light matrix is the exact opposite of the truth. Let me say that again. The reality we think we live in right now and that we're experiencing right now, why everything looks so dark and it looks like a horror film, is because we're going through a dark night of the soul. And we have a chance to face our shadow selves and all of the shame, the guilt. We've been taking on debts of our so-called fathers, right? Because we were told this. We were programmed to believe that we were the ones who killed Jesus. We were the ones who are responsible for this. And quite frankly, maybe parts of us are. I believe I'm carrying a blueprint within myself, within that eternal part of me. And that's how I'm tapping into the quantum field and accessing the truth of the story. And the truth of the story is we've been lied to. Jesus didn't die for our sins to exonerate us from ever having to do the work. No, we were told that narrative, so we never even picked up the phone and tried. So we never tried to connect back into the eternal parts of ourself, the source parts, the Jesus within. And that is the truth. And there's a lot of us who do know that. And there's some of us, I'm not the only one who holds these codes. I'm just the one who is feeling pushed to come out and talk about it and say the things that nobody wants to hear, but that needs to be said, so that it gives people a chance to start going inward and reconciling their own division to become whole again. So the lie about, oh, you don't even have to try, Jesus handled that for you when we killed him. That was, again, a narrative so that we never tapped back in and so that we could continue looping and just doing the same thing over and over again, never getting it right, because every time we come back here and we have to go through this funnel and we go through this veil of forgetfulness, well, we are dissolving that veil right now. So everybody's memories are going to start coming back online over the course of probably the next 2 to 5 years. This is unprecedented. For those of us who have been doing it in the higher realms already, we've seen how this plays out. We do have to do the work. We have to finish the work that Jesus was here showing us, telling us what to do. And a lot of us do have access to this information because it's been so infiltrated in order to change the narrative so that people didn't ever know. So what's done in the dark on the 3D level, like, even in politics, everything that was done in the dark is coming out. And this too happens to be in every system, the healthcare system, the religious sector, the political systems, socioeconomic hierarchy, okay? The people that have elected themselves and put themselves in charge, and all the corruption that comes with it. It is all being exposed because there's too many of us truth workers out here who hold the codes that have already been detonated, and the unraveling, the peeling of the onion. So we're getting right back to it, and the linear time is ticking away, but we are getting there. We still have time as an entire human collective to reconcile for ourselves. But if you would like quality of life, if you're going to either sink on the ship that is the false 3D matrix reality that we've been living and existing in, that ship is sinking. Do you want to go down with the ship, or do you want to create your own inner peace, your own slice of heaven on earth? Because that is a choice. We're all given this choice point, self included. I've been thinking, I'm doing the work, but I have not spoken out about it publicly. I'm feeling very called to finish. I just keep getting the message, finish what I started. I don't know who I was in a past life, but I absolutely believe in past lives. And that's another thing. We were told not to believe in that because that goes against God. But in the end times, and this is not a cataclysmic end at times, this is a very peaceful end to an old paradigm, because we are going through disclosure right now on the planet. We are seeing the truth. For those who have eyes to see, I'm sure you're starting to piece it together too. That doesn't leave us completely unculpable. We are responsible for ourselves and our own inner work. We almost need to consider what we're seeing play out in the 3D, in our external reality, all while manifesting and co-creating internal peace, because that is what flips the switch. So that's where I'll leave it today.